What's up, guys? It's Beastmode3 or ProGroof, whichever one you want to call me. As you can see, this is a Razer Sabertooth by the box. I've already done an unboxing of it. Sorry, guys, just got over being sick, so I'm a bit stuffed up. But I've already done an unboxing of it. I'll put a link to that in the description. But today I'm just gonna bring you a review since I played with it for so long and used it a lot. I just want to bring you guys a review of how well I think it's performed in the time that I've had it. I've had tons of use for it, I think it's been about 8 months since I got it. So I've had plenty of time to figure out all the functions of it, to play with it, to get a good feel of the controller, and to really experience the full potential of it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, and I'm going to come back to you guys with everything laid out and ready to go. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Oh, sorry about that. I just hit the camera. Well, I'm back. As you can see, I got the controller laid out for you. We'll be taking a look at it here. And right here, we'll start out with this. To the left, it's got your standard USB that plugs into the console. Sorry, the lighting's bad. You guys can see that pretty well. It's got your standard USB cable that plugs into the console. And it's got the little, I don't really know what you call it, but it's more of an adapter, I guess, that plugs into the end of the cable in here. Plugs into the end of this cable. Right here, like every Xbox controller does. This plugs right onto this. And like every wired Xbox controller does. But that's the cord. If you can get a look at that. Sorry about the light again. The cord's got like this kind of like braided casing on it. It's really strong cord. It works great. And on the other end, I want to show you the part that connects to the controller. Now this part is really nice. This is what connects to the controller. Now how it works is you plug it into the controller and you tighten this and it screws onto the controller, so it keeps a really nice connection with the controller. I can't get its focus. Focus, come on. There we go. It keeps a really good connection with the controller, and I have no problems with that. On the cord, I'm going to give the cord a 9 out of 10. The reason I give it a 9 out of 10 is because it likes to do this when you're playing. It'll twist up like that, and you have to take it off and straighten it out and everything. I don't know why it does that, because I keep it in the same position when I play all the time. So there's really no reason that it should be twisting like that, but it does a lot. It gets kind of tangled, but again, that's no big deal because it's a really sturdy cord. But here's the controller. Let's go ahead and look at this. You guys can kind of tell that it's been used a lot because I use it all the time. You can see kind of the dust on it and stuff. I've used it a lot. But here's the front of it, the home button, your back, and your start, and your AXPY. Now on the buttons, we're gonna give the buttons a rating too. I love the buttons. They're like mouse clicks instead of pushing in the buttons. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're like mouse clicks. So you don't have to push them in as far. So that's a really nice feature of the controller. Another really nice feature is it comes with these little grips. I showed in the review. And those are awesome. Those give you tons of grip when you're turning. My finger never slips off this. I'm trying to get it to come off, but it won't. It's so sticky and tacky. It doesn't feel like tape or anything, so it's not nasty because there's no residue on your fingers, but it's just really grippy. And this is an FPS Freaks that doesn't come with it. I just added it on there. The standard joystick looks like that. It comes already textured with a nice little coating on it, so that's nice. your fingers already don't slip off, but this just adds a whole new level to it. So, yeah, that's the 4 buttons, and then your 2 analog sticks, and the D-pad is amazing. I don't know why Xbox controllers don't have a D-pad like this, but the D-pad is awesome. So, for overall buttons, I give this thing a 10 out of 10 because I just love it. They're great. They perform great. They're super, super sensitive. So when you touch them, they're going to work and they're going to move and your guy's going to turn. So it's great. And then, yeah, and you can also program the sensitivity with this little screen here. I don't have it plugged in, so it's not going to turn on. But this LED screen, you can change the sensitivity of these two analog sticks. You can make them more sensitive, less sensitive, all kinds of stuff. So that's a really good feature. There's the audio port for your mic. And then on the back, we have the paddles. They're not really paddles. They're more of, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're more like a rocker. So your finger sits in there and you hit it down or you hit it up when you play. Like if you're holding it, your finger would be like this and you hit it down or up when you're playing, which some people hate, but I love it. I think it's great. I think the paddles are amazing. They have a really good solid click to them when you click down and up. It's got a nice solid click to it. It's a really solid controller. The paddles are great. I give the paddles a 8 out of 10, not for functionality, but for the pure kind of way they're like this. If they were more like a scuff, like a flat paddle, since they're not, they're raised up, only you can put these fingers in there and the rest of your fingers rest down here. And these two sit in here and control the paddles. If they were flat, I could have these fingers resting on the paddles. Right here, I could have these fingers rest, but I can't because it's a rocker. So I can only put one finger in there. But if they were more like a scuff paddle, that'd be better. But they're not, and it's not a scuff, so I can't really complain. It's a Razer Sabertooth. So I think it's a good paddle. I think well, rocker. I think they really tried to come up with something different to not be like scuff. So I don't think it's that bad, and I think it's pretty good. So I like it. I really do. But I still give these 8 out of 10, and the buttons on the front, 10 out of 10, they're perfect. And now we're going to do the overall look of the controller. It's got that sweet Razer design right there, which is awesome. And I love this. You got that Razer logo. You guys can see pretty good right there, I think. And it just looks cool. Oh, and right here is the thing you connect the cable to. If it'll focus. There you go. You guys can see that. It's got 4 prongs in there. And if it'll focus, it's threaded on the outside, so you can screw the cable onto it, which is a really cool feature, which is what makes it so sturdy, is that you can thread it on there, which is really, really nice. So the overall look of the controller, I about said computer, the controller is great. I give it a 10 out of 10. I love the black and green look to it. I've always liked that, kind of like optic colors almost. So it's really, really cool. Oh, and one thing I didn't show you is the buttons right here. Now those buttons are programmable. Now I'll bring it up closer to you guys. But these buttons right here, as you can see, it says M1 if it'll focus, and then M2 right there if it'll focus. There we go. Now you can hit these. So like I have this one at X and this one at Y, so that I don't have to move this thumb for X or Y. And then A and B are down here. A, B, A, B. This is A, this is B, this is X, this is Y. So when I'm playing, to jump, I just hit this paddle, knife, reload, switch guns. So I don't ever move my thumb off this stick right here. It's just the alternate keys, and they're all programmable. You can change up and down anything you want. You can have all 4 buttons down here. You can have 2 here if it'll focus. There's 1, there's 2, so you can have 2 on the top and 2 down here, or all 4 down here, or just 2 up here. But I have 2 here and 2 here, which is the way I like it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This has been a review of the Razer Sabertooth. Now the overall rating for the entire controller, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. The look, the functionality of it, and the alternate keys up top here are really, really nice. But the only flaw to it is these little like volume rocker type paddles. I'm not a big fan of them. Let me just zoom in here on these. I'm not a huge fan of the volume rocker type paddles. They're not the greatest. Now again, if they were flat paddles, that would make them too much like a scuff, so why not just go buy a scuff? But I think Razor tried to become different and do their own little thing, which was why they used the volume rockers instead of the paddles, which is fine. But yes, I definitely think this is a really, really good aftermarket controller. It works fantastic. I have no problems using it on my Xbox 360. And it's an awesome controller. The only downside is, again, the volume rocker type paddles on the back. So if I had a choice between this and a scuff, I would probably choose a scuff, just purely because of the paddles. But if I wanted all the extra features like this controller is packed with, I can constantly change the paddles and these alternate keys up here to whatever I want to change them to. So if I were choosing based on functionality, not by the way the paddles are laid out on the back, I would definitely go with this if I was going for pure functionality and customizability. But if I was going for the paddles, scuff again. So if you're going to go to buy looking for a controller, this controller is cheaper than a scuff. This ran me about $90 US when I went to go purchase it. I purchased it at a local retailer, which is another good thing. You can purchase these at stores and online, not just online. I think the scuff ran me about $120 US, so it was a little bit more expensive plus shipping. So the scuff was about $135, so it was a little bit more expensive. This was only about $95 after taxes, and that's where I live, but I don't know how it is where you guys live. But this has been a review of the Razer Sabertooth. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.